Hey there, it's Josh. Welcome back to Let's Game It Out. We're checking out Parkitect today, a roller coaster sim with plenty of ways to torment people, so I think we're gonna have a good time. But before we get into that, I want to tell you two things. One, I've got new merch, a cup and a hat. Details are in the description. And the other one is I started streaming. So if you ever wondered what that's like, check out this amazing clip. I could go back in time and change one life event. It would be to unmake the leaf blower. Wow, what quality. So if you want to catch the next time I stream, follow me in the link below, and I also post on Twitter when I go live. But enough talk. Have at these sandbox. Now the sandbox that's calling my name is all flat terrain parentheses large, because we want to have tons of space for activities. Okay, here we are. Oh, and how about that? Our park is actually named flat terrain parentheses large. The most riveting of theme parks. Let's give it something with a little more pizzazz. Let's be real. If you're coming in here, you will die. Okay, there's not enough space for that. It's like even the sign died. Well, that's super. How big of a space do I have anyway? Like if we just start going one direction, how long is it gonna take us to get to the other side? Oh, pretty long. I think we can safely say that this is a lot of space to be playing around in. Okay, so first things first, let's get acquainted with all of these tools down here. Or we could see what this person wants. Wait, you just gonna walk right in? Wait, my park is open? Why would your park start open? Well, I don't know about you, but I have an immediate burning question. Can I delete a path? And if I do, are they trapped? Oh God, yes. Okay, I think I know what we're gonna do here. First of all, who are you? Grace Cohen, nice to meet you. Turns out I can give you a middle name too. Sucks to be you. I love how it puts it in quotes too. Good old Grace sucks to be you, Cohen. You get to be our honorary guinea pig today. Pretty exciting. The game gives us all kinds of information too. How long they've been in the park, how much money they've spent, thoughts they're having. The park entrance fee is a good deal. Wait, what's this? Their inventory? I can just look into their wallets? Well, this is exciting. And finally, my favorite, graphs to show us how miserable they are. We got all the greats in here. But before I go nuts on this, I want to make sure she can't just wander off. So we're gonna let her stay in the park for a bit and make sure she stays put. Well, I think this answers our question. She's been pacing in this spot in real time for 23 hours, 59 minutes, and oh, the timer resets at the 24-hour mark. Well, don't worry, we can still keep track of this time. The in-game timer has let us know that you've been milling around for 25 years. Thank God no one came looking for you all this time. But look at that, everything is where we want it to be. Happiness at an all-time low, while tiredness, hunger, and thirst are at an all-time high. I don't like the look of these, though. Toilet needs and crippling nausea. I need you off the charts. So we're gonna put down this stand for softy drinkies. Sure, it's gonna quench her thirst at first, but once she needs the toilet, we'll just take it away again. Now, in order for this thing to work, we gotta ship the goods to it. So you see the packages right over there? To get them to the thing, we're gonna use an employee-only path, which we're gonna draw straight from here down to here. The great thing is, even if we build a path right here, because it's an employee path, the guest won't use them. It's a win-win for everybody. Now all we need to do is go over to staff management and then hire a hauler who's gonna be more than excited to carry all those goods. Thanks, you loyal employee. Oh yeah, now that's a swagger that just screams happiness. It's really taking care of that thirst, isn't it? And the toilet. Oh yeah, this is getting worse before it gets better. Toilet needs at maximum pain, which means bye-bye drink thing. The downside, of course, is we have to wait for her thirst to get nice and high again, you know, while she's busy emanating unhappiness. But that's okay, because we have something else to focus on. Nausea. And in order to do that, it's time to bust out our favorite thing, the rides. We've got several different kinds here, like calm rides, thrill rides, coasters, our favorite, transport rides, and water rides. It's okay, Grace. We'll get to you soon. Stop whining. We're gonna start with a calm ride just to ease her into things. Ooh, like this motion simulator. With a nausea of 18, it's considered low, which should be just fine for our purposes. And we gotta put an entrance and an exit. And we're gonna add a queue line. There we go. And open for business. Okay, it's all ready for you. Get on. Oh, I'm sorry. Are you too good for this ride? Grace, get on the ride. I said get on the ride. Maybe you need some additional motivation. Get on the ride. Don't ignore the sign. Get on the ride. There you go. Just needed a little persuasion. Have fun. And be careful of those truly breakneck speeds in there. Seems like you enjoyed it. Ready to go again? Of course you are. Enjoy the same ride again. Okay, this is not a ratio I like. Her happiness is going way up, but her nausea not so much. So let's tear this thing out, and let's see about something a little more expansive. I love that this ride is simply called Experience. Ooh, but it's got a nausea of 55. Let's see if anything can beat that. Okay, it looks like we have our winner. Star Shape. A huge ride where free spinning seats that also spin around a pivot are mounted to a large vertically spinning arm. Nausea 58. Looks like we have our winner. And let's change that name from Star Shape to Barftopia. We're also going to make it so the minimum wait time is as high as this will possibly go, which looks to be 999 seconds, which is about 16 and a half minutes, which means that when she hops on board here, once she picks which seat she would like to be hers, she has to sit here and wait for 16 minutes, which is giving her plenty of time to be unhappy again. Oh, and let us not forget, 3 rounds probably isn't enough. Let's make it go for 7. Okay, have fun. Have fun up there alone. Oh, see, now that's more like it. A spinning thing that's spinning and then also spinning. Well, how was that? Feeling good? You look it. Can I assume that's a big ol' yes? Oh, that's perfect. Look at that nausea. Plus, she's not any happier. Well, only a matter of time until you achieve barf nirvana. Oh yeah, some of that whiplash is looking particularly great, isn't it? And rinse and repeat. You know what they say? All work and no barf makes Grace a husk of a human. What a trooper. In fact, she's looking a little worse every time she gets off this thing. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're talking. What, you don't want to ride it again? You'll be back. Oh, come on, don't walk in it. The important thing is that you keep chasing that high. That sacred land called Barftasia. Oh my god, she's not looking so good. Now, Grace, maybe keep it in this time, okay? Oh, you just walking in your own barf. Well, I think we know where this is going. It's definitely not related to how many times she can barf on this sidewalk. Yes, really, you read that right. She's ridden Barftopia a glorious 137 times. It is now year 36, and she clearly has nothing left to give. Except apparently a ton of stomach acid. I don't really know otherwise how someone vomits this many times. But as you can see, her nausea keeps going down. Partially because she's barfing, but also because the ride isn't actually that long. So she does get a little barfy, but it wears off quickly. On the plus side, she's very unhappy walking through her own vomit. So let's make something that's a little more hands off. And for that, it's roller coaster time. Let's go with this stand-up coaster. No one should be comfortable riding in this park. We got this fun track builder here, which gives us quick access to a whole bunch of fun stuff, like corkscrews and loops and helixes and stuff. So we got 2 goals for this. We wanted to take a long time and keep her nauseous. But let's work on the time thing first. The first question I have is, can I actually build a coaster that essentially just runs the full length of this park? And once this is done, how long it's gonna take to ride it? Okay. And now it's your turn to come on by. Geez, try to be a little more excited. After all, if you loved Barftopia, you'll probably love this. Have fun. I love that she doesn't even try not to hunch over. Just perpetually sad and defeated. Oh my god, this is so painful. Okay, so the good bad news is this is never actually gonna complete. It eventually loses its momentum and comes to a standstill. At which point I believe she's just stuck here forever. So let's close this ride down, back up all the tracks here. Now obviously the problem I made is nothing was pulling it along or there was no momentum to push it. So this time around, I'll make sure to get that right. This lift thingy will always be on, which is gonna add all these little wheel thingies, which in theory should really help push the thing along and build this all the way across the park again. Now that we've got our 8 billion wheels of steel, let's try that again. Safe travels. Wow, riveting. My heart is just pounding in my chest. Okay, I guess we're gonna see how long this takes in painful real time. 12:40:20 on the clock. Let's see how long it takes. And we're back. 12:54. So it took about 14 minutes in real time. That seems like a sufficiently hands-off amount of time. Speaking of hands-off, what the hell are you doing? Is this just how you run around now? I mean, that's fine. You do you. We're gonna go make your roller coaster even worse. Now that we know it's lengthy, let's move on to making it barfy. So naturally, we're gonna want this thing to go up as high as we can take it, which I guess is that high. That's okay. We'll just level it out here. And hopefully now this is where the vomit part comes in, because we're gonna add some half helixes. That's the good stuff. All right. right into the ground? What, I can't keep going? The park does not own building rights for this location. What location is that? Hell? Well, that's okay. We'll just back it up a little bit. Don't forget, the goal here is not necessarily raw speed so much as it is about glorious vomit, which is why we're gonna do as many corkscrew thingies as we can. Wow, you can really just weave this stuff around inside itself, can't you? Kind of hard to tell what's going on here, but trust me, it's all good stuff. Wait, you know what? I think I was doing this all wrong. You know what I realized I can do? I can just turn this little dial here, and it turns the track. And then if I build a section, I can turn it more. And now we're upside down. Now I can do the corkscrew upside down. Oh God, that is horrible. Oh God, yes. I like how if you do this twist as it's coming out of the ground, even the pipe that it comes out of looks all screwed up. And that I can get behind. Okay, if that isn't barftastic, I don't know what is. Yes, the ultimate coaster. 4 corkscrews of beautiful speed, where if you aren't dry heaving from the first 3, this last one over here, with its horrible twist into the world of the upside down, is definitely gonna do it for you. Okay, let's see how it goes. That's the right attitude to have. Hold yourself even as you're on the ride. See, that's a real trooper. He needs to pee that badly and still gets on the ride, which means I'm sure this is gonna be real comfortable. Yep, seems it to me. She's fine. As she enters the second vomit spiral, we can see her nausea is indeed getting worse, which is good. We can't have her having a good time. Oh, God. Now she's trying to pee and hold her vomit. So I guess it's a good thing she's approaching the spiral, the twisty thing. Oh yeah, that's the spirit. That's gonna make the system feel real good. Is this too cruel? Is that possible? She's fine. See, no one screams that way unless they're having a really good time. And you know she had a really good time. You wanna know how we know? Well, I call that a complete success. But let's make sure this can be repeated. I want to make sure she barfs after 1 trip, and this is the only way to know for sure. And then 4 beautiful spirals later, welcome back. How you feeling? Can you hold it this time? Oh, you know, I failed to look at the test results here. Nausea, ultra extreme. I guess we could have just used those numbers, but I would rather trust the barf test. Well, this is so gosh darn swell, we should open it up to the public. After all, we can't let her have all the fun. So Barftopia, we're gonna get rid of you for now. Don't worry though, we're not gonna get rid of the barf pools, but we are gonna build a brand new coaster using all the lessons we've learned thus far. First, we're gonna guide people straight through the vomit. Oh, and on the way there, let's actually put some decoration. Oh boy, effects, I love these. Gasp. Fire jets. Don't mind if I do. There we go. The entrance of the park is now as bright as the surface of the sun. And honestly, if you can't tell that from the other side, you only have yourself to blame. Okay, let's calm down, actually. They're not here for the scenery. They're here for the coasters. So here's what we're gonna try. What I mostly want to see right now, can we just go upside down immediately, and will they put up with that? And the only way to find out is to let more people into the park. Come on in, you guinea pigs. I mean, guests. Don't worry, all those sunspots in your vision are good for you. Oh yeah, and as they walk through the puke, that's making them very unhappy. And let's see how people do with this. Don't let me down. Have a really fun time. Oh, I guess I didn't give it enough oomph on that initial go, did I? Is anything gonna stop you from just being here forever? Looking super salty? So the answer appears to be no. However, something has changed with his behavior. Why are you holding your hands over your mouth like that, dude? Is the subtle rocking of the coaster not doing it for you? Oh, that's not great on his nausea, is it? Wow, I way overthought this nausea thing. Turns out I didn't need to build all this. We only needed 1 tiny little piece of track to take into the kingdom of barf. And look at this, people will patiently wait. They're dying to get nauseous. Well, you don't need to tell me twice. Hold please while I do some of the Lord's work. See, there we go. That's the face of true happiness. Well, maybe not. Why the bothered faces there, friends? Are you not having a good time on my nausea farm? So as you can see, I've been a little bit busy getting as many coasters up and running so people can all take a one-way trip to Barfsville. I'm still not really sure why this causes people to be so nauseous. Okay, actually, these people in the back I can kind of understand. The feeling of falling over and over again forever. At least if you're on the upside, you can rest comfortably in your seat. In total, we've got 81 of these roller coasters, if you can call it that. And each one seats 4 people, although there's some people that have chosen to queue up, which I'm not quite sure why when these people are never getting off this ride. But with this many coasters and 4 people on each, that means that there's 324 people stuck on this ride until we let them off, if we choose to let them off. And it's currently the year 46, which is 3 years ahead of when we started, so we know these people aren't going anywhere. And now that everyone's nausea is at a beautiful all-time high. Let's go ahead and prematurely shut down the ride, which should eject them. There they go. How you feeling? You feeling good? Okay, good. Great. Excellent. Beautiful form. I forgot to mention too that while they queue up in this line, they actually exit from the other side. And from there, there's actually no way to get back to the entrance. So these poor souls have no choice but to just wander around sickly on the other side. So in a sense, this is the true entrance to the park, right? Let's go ahead and let everybody in all at once. Okay, guys, show me something beautiful. Oh, and how you have truly the finest symphony. Just so much barf going on everywhere. What an art form. You know what? You all earned something. After all, you must be hungry. Who wants cookies? I know I do. Oh, see, that's the spirit. Get yourself a cookie. Oh, why are you so sad? That cookie's like bigger than you are. Yeah, I'm gonna let them enjoy their cookies while they enjoy all the artwork on the ground. Let's talk about next steps for our theme park. As mentioned, we have a completely captive audience here. They're all way too polite to take the grass over to the other side. So the only way they're getting back to the entrance is if we let them. And we will, but I want them to earn it. So we're gonna put them through a gauntlet of trials. And the prize is gonna be this path that will take them back to the entrance. But first we need to set some ground rules. Sadly, I must report you can't actually hurt people with roller coasters. If you just set one off to hit a bunch of people, it just coasts right through them like they're not even there. Which means we're gonna try different means to torment, since blatant murder is off the table. But don't you worry, that doesn't mean we can't have some fun. Here, I'll show you what I mean. Now, the first obstacle's kind of an easy one. We're just having them take a nice long walk. But you wanna know what I discovered? There are speakers in this game, and when you put these things down, there's a lot of different options for music. Now, one isn't so bad, but there's no limit to how many of these things you can put down. And you can select something different on every speaker. And they'll all play at the same time. Observe. Sounds great. So all I'm saying is have fun while you navigate this. But don't worry, you're not stuck in this bitter hell forever. Eventually you get to the first ride. Don't be shy, go ahead and get on. Oh, you don't want to get on? You're lost. I don't know who wouldn't want to get on this beauty. After all, we're talking about that classic car ride. Fun for all ages, especially children. Because by the time they get off this ride, they're gonna be full-fledged adults. I can't actually tell you how long it takes to go through this. I know it's at least 2 hours though, because you see at a stunning 1 mile per hour, even after you've endured every single turn, and you've eventually found your way to the finish line, where this tunnel will take you back to the entrance, the fun doesn't actually stop yet. You see, to make sure that there's always a car ready for someone, there's a bit of a car queue. We wouldn't want someone to come up here and not have a car just waiting for them, right? But that also means you need to wait to be dropped off. And who doesn't want to wait in this perfectly soothing bumper-to-bumper traffic? Ah, it's like the game is serenading me. And once you reach the end of your ride, please watch your step as you depart, and please proceed down the tunnel. And go ahead and enjoy all the rumblies of the cars while you press on for several miles. Once they emerge on the other side, I've got a little present for them. Because you know what I discovered? There's fireworks in this game. All you gotta do is set up a little receiver box, wire all your fireworks to it, and let the celebration begin. Oh my god, that was so loud. And if I'm in pain, you know they are. Oh, you poor things. You must be so tired. Well, get your strength ready because you gotta ford a river here. Otherwise, you're never getting across. But don't worry, we've got this thing right here. After all, we are a theme park. And what theme park is complete without one of them boat things? So get your sea legs ready, everybody. It's time for an adventure. So my logic here is this. It's a water ride. That's a boat. I'm pretty sure it's gonna float safely to the other side. Huh, you know? Starting to think my assumption might have been incorrect. You know where I think we went wrong? We didn't have the right music. So I went and downloaded the perfect music for just such an occasion. Yar, it looks like we have some rain. But don't let these stormy waters stop us. We will conquer these currents. Or perhaps I shall just build thee a bridge. Yar. Okay, you tired folk. We've only got a couple of things left. But the next one is a challenge of the mind. For what awaits you is all the things you would love. Pizza, donuts, ice cream, amazing souvenirs, all at hideously inflated prices. That even includes the bathroom, which costs a mere $50 to use. But that's why all these cash machines are here. So all you have to do is consume, consume, consume. Oh, doors are closing. Sorry, everyone that didn't make it in. Better luck next time. They're probably fine. Now for the rest of you, hope you have a lot of money, because you gotta eat, right? I'll check on you in a little bit. Hey fellas, I'm back. Oh, there's only one of you left. I guess that makes sense. We are in the year 251 now. I'm gonna assume you out-moneyed everybody, and that makes you the chosen one. And won't you be surprised to find out things have kind of changed around here. Turns out a lot can happen in 200 years. So what's the world like outside of these walls? Well, that's gonna have to be a question for your great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. So let's get you home to them. Follow me. As promised, you get to go home. All you gotta do is take this super-duper safe coaster. Because while some things might be gone, the entrance out of here is still there. We just gotta get you to it. Besides, surely you're looking forward to sitting down. Or hanging down, as the case may be. Okay, have a good time. Enjoy your face getting exfoliated. Oh, I've got some good news for you, though. You're not the only one left. There's one other person left alive who's busy living out her personal hell, doomed to ride this for all of eternity. So, you know, things could always be worse. Besides, what do you care? You're going home. Can you feel it? Can you feel the beautiful freedom? And you know, we want to make sure not to hurt your face, so let's flip you over. And now for a nice soft landing. Well, Grace, it looks like it's just you again. So I hope you had fun. I know I did. I'm just gonna sit here and watch Grace do this for the next 250 years. And don't forget, I'm streaming on Twitch, so if you want to watch that, go ahead and click over on the thing, give it a follow and a ring-a-ling ding-ding or whatever. And I'll see you next time.